bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out,
I'm the hooded to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard talk career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show them this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. They quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
They're on 17-yard line.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stroud looking to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now inside the 25. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Titans, nothing.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys want to set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will reach the 3-yard line before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Swap. Mother swap. Hey.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Titans, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd goes. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. You look at the defense for these Texans. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years without screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Let's go now. Back up.
Game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
21 yards. That's another Titan.
Gotta be lying.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Texans 28, Titans 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, Tennessee.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a bit closer.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. And that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 12. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Ready.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
18.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Here we go.
The 39-yard line.
Tony.
Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Why Tony?
Now Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Titans 10.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up when they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 9 now. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
That's good for Titans. First down.
Come on.
A gain of 13 yards.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud sets up the play action. Completes the pass to Evans on the comebacker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Keenan Allen, 67 yards. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Texans 42, Titans 17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
On the quick, right?
And Stroud now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. This one left side caught by Collins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here is 3rd down and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
24. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Look the hot, look the hot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Titans 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
70.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
It's taken to the 26. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Let's go.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
The 49-yard line.
Here we go. 118.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Texans just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Titans 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
On the go.
And the Titans 1st down.
Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. runs. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to claw one back. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Tank Dell now to return it. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Hey, uno.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7.
Whoa. 11. On the quick, right?
Looking to throw. Stroud. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding your point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 23.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back it up, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They run the option on 2nd down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
18. What's that?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Swap. Mother swap.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
John Parker Romo on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance, and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Good for a Titans. First down. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Now 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Well, he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
South.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now again, it's Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10. One more. Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Stroud looking to throw. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 73, Titans 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Okay, ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Texans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.